Right, so this is going to be like a collage or whatever, or a montage, of the videos of my A levels, and I'm making it today on, what the hell's the date? Tuesday the 13th of May 2025. My first exam is on the 16th, the Friday. Psychology paper 1 that exam is, and I'm making it today, this video, the preview for psychology paper 1, the before. Obviously there's going to be before and after, this is the before. And I'm making it today so I don't forget to make this before the first exam. What do I know about psychology? Paper 1? Well, nothing. These are little I know. I don't even know what topics are on each paper, so is that bad? Yeah, Michael Jackson, bad. But yeah, I don't even know. That's just saying how much I know about it, really. I don't know the topics on each paper. If you're wondering why I keep looking up, I'm playing Fortnite while they're making this. So yeah, I don't even know what topics are in each paper. I've not revised a single thing. And obviously you'll get more. This was just an intro to this and nothing else really, because I'm just basically telling you I don't know anything. And we're just gonna come back after Friday, record one after I've done the exam. Basically thinking, oh. And then the next one after that is sociology paper 1 on Monday the 21st. Got to check that. So actually going on the correct date. We're right now on study leave, which is why I'm at home, not in school. Okay, I dropped my phone, so that's why, yeah, thingied off. But anyway, I was gonna get up the email, but I just realised I haven't got that account on there. I haven't got the school account there, so I can't. But this is what I'm doing here. This I don't even know what it is. It might not even be anything to do with psychology. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I've got a folder here. Oh yeah, it's got nothing to do. Look at this then. That's got nothing to do with psychology or anything to do with school in general. But here we go then, here we go. This is, I haven't done these recently, this is actually school. Discuss the working memory model. Discuss one strength of it. It's not a actual thing. Schizophrenic mother Hubbard in a fucking cupboard. The cupboard love theory can fuck off because it's terrible. Wank! There's so many things you can't pronounce because I'm an English, not an Iraqi smacky cunt smoking a fucking blood. Basically, it's a Ron. Haha, you cock, do one, you little prick, unless you suck my dickhead. And for that, you have to pay your dick. Hey, fuck off. It goes on. Basically, none of it's worked up. This is in the practice paper we had. That's actually work, I think. Yeah, and well, the first bit is, but then it says, Alan is a bit of a twat. I mean, why would you choose to learn two languages at the same time? Of course, you're going to get things mixed up. That's the God. And then I'm basically just slagging off these questions that, thingy, why do questions like this exist? I mean, it's bullshit because if I got the first one wrong, then I can't answer the second one, basically. It just goes on. And none of it's work. Is this even paper 1? I don't even know if this is paper 1. I don't know. You got loads of them. Where not 90% of the stuff in it that I've done doesn't work. But yeah, this was just sort of like an introduction. And I will, obviously, all of the things, all of them will be edited. You're seeing this, when you're seeing this video, it will be in the montage itself. I'm not going to upload these individually. It'll be in the montage itself, and obviously the next clip you'll be seeing is my reaction to paper 1 psychology. So yeah, next me is on Friday. Bye. Right, A-level psychology last minute revision. I've noticed like two things. Other than the fact that I know nothing about the memory topic. I don't know what channel is going on, but anyway. Other than the fact that I know nothing. First of all, memory topic. Well, 3 things. So 1, I don't know no evaluation. I'm not bothering doing it either. 1, the episodic buffer. Not reading it all. Added to working memory model in 2000 as the model needed a general store to hold and combine information from visual spatial sketchpad, phonological loop, and central executive and long-term memory. Basically, the episodic buffer has just been added on for the sake of it because the model must have been criticised at some point. So you see what I mean? You're just adding things on and making it up. Oh, it's been criticised, right, we'll just add this on then. We'll just add this on and that solves it. You see what I mean? You can't just add stuff on, like, after it's been criticised. So where was this, like, 26 years ago when it first came out? Second of all, and this is the last one for now anyway, this types of interference, proactive interference and retroactive interference. You'd think, it's not by the way, but you'd think, right, retroactive, that must be the one where, like, the older memories interfere with the new ones because it's old, it's retro. No, it's the opposite way around. The proactive is where old interferes with the new memories. Old information, not memories. And then the retroactive one is where new interferes with the old ones. Why would you put it like that? How does that... See what I mean? How they're doing, like, psychology. High-level psychology. Whenever you're thinking about something, just think the opposite of what makes sense. Because that's what it is. Why would you put retroactive as the new one interfering with the old one? I mean, just sick of this. Absolutely sick of this. And this is the only thing I'm doing, by the way. And I've got Psych Boost. I've got 4 of these to watch. I'm not watching the individual ones, not that. I'm watching the whole thing. Quick revision for paper 1. Probably going to watch this again at some point later because I don't remember any of it. I don't remember anything from the memory topic. Fuck off. Right. Exam 1. Psychology paper 1. Done. Just walking back now to my house. And just a bit of a... Probably do another one when I actually get home, but this one's just an instant, well not instant, because I've been out of the exam about... How's it would have been 20 minutes I've been out of that exam, but... Anyway, it was wank. The paper, I mean, I don't know, forget it. Question 18 I skipped, because it was about roller fathers or something like that. In attachment or something like that. That's the only one I didn't write anything for. Skipped it. But, tell me why, for the last, it's a 2-hour exam, for the last half an hour, there was an aircon sort of ventilation system making really loud fucking noises. It was being really loud. In my ears, so at least some noise like that on one side, and obviously I can't do it on the other side because right-handed holding the fucking pen right in my right hand, so I can't do that. But that was a bit of a nuisance, that going off. Just to God, for the last half an hour. I mean, I was pretty much done at that point anyway, so it was still a bloody nuisance. You had, I'm just going to call him Max, which is, one of the invigilators. That's not like another student, by the way. Just sitting on the desk to the other side here for the last half an hour, which again, why do they do this? It's a nuisance, stop doing it. Because I don't think it does anything, but it does. You can just see them in your peripheral vision and you're like, go away, man. God. But the actual exam was wank as well. Terrible. Sweet shit. Mainly because I didn't realise anything. I forgot what that one was. Faculty to function adequately, question 19. We had to do pretty much name them. The definitions of abnormalities and bollocks, I forgot what that one was. So I searched it up after. So yeah, I did write ideal deviation wording went out for 2, but read the question again, you can't, so forget it. Right, and I've just got back in. And just, really, the exam was just terrible. Honestly, God, overall. I mean, I've not really said anything about the exam because I can't remember any of the individual questions. First couple of questions, I was like, right, whatever. But obviously, I've never revised. The most revision I did was yesterday. I said this before on the preview for this exam. The most revision I've done was yesterday, the day before. I looked at some earlier when I was in the 6th form room. But other than that, I've pretty much done none. So, sociology. I say pretty much. I've done none of them now. Sociology, it's not tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow. Sociology exam is the next one, and that is going to be taking place on, what is it, Monday. Monday is the sociology exam, which is a bit of a nuisance, because, I mean, psychology is bad enough. Sociology is sometimes even, well, somehow, sorry, not sometimes, even worse. How is it worse? But it will be worse, because sociology is wank. Honestly, I'm not going to say names. No names here, but there's some guy at the school that's only doing sociology. Because he does business and health and social. He's done all those. Those don't have actual examinations. So he's only got 3 exams. He's only got to come in for sociology. Which is a bit, that's Mickey taking. But yeah, day 1, first exam done. Next one Monday. Sick of it. Right, it is the day before Judgment Day. No, it's the day before Sociology Paper 1. IQI Sociology Paper 1 A level. Dreading this. It's currently 9:15. I've done no revision at all. Not one. You know, this psychology one I've actually done like just like that much. I've done nothing. I hate this subject so much. It's unbelievable. I'm pretty sure I said about psych. Oh, I fucking hate. Hate the number. Fucking hate sociology. It's terrible. It's as bad as psych, but like times it by 10. And then times it by all the numbers of pi, which is infinite. So it goes on forever. So God. And then fucking square it. It's just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Hate it so much. Shouldn't have picked it. Keep saying this. I keep saying this. Kept saying it across the 2 years I've been doing the subject. Should have dropped it. Should have dropped it. Should have dropped it. Should have changed subject. Shouldn't have picked it. Should have picked something else. I hate it. It's absolutely wank. Just to God, just because it's boring. It's not even interesting. It's like psychology, at least some of it's interesting. It's boring. There's nothing interesting about it. Nothing interesting about learning about society. It's boring. There's all these different theories. There's way too many theories to one. There's like 30 per topic. You're having a laugh. Just to God. Education, there's like 30 of them. There's like 30 for education. There's like 30 for every topic that you need to know if you want to get 30 out of 30 and a 30 mark. I've never got over 15 on a 30 mark. You know, anyway, there's too many theories. There's too many like Marxism, functionalism, new right, left and right realism. I still don't know what left and right realism is. The exam is tomorrow. Oh my God. I wish I was joking. Didn't subject 2 years. I couldn't even tell you what a functionalism is. I hate the subject. It's boring, man. I can hardly tell you what Marxism is. I don't know what Marxism is. All I know about Marxism is Karl Marx. It's something to do with capitalism. Reproducing the working class. That's all I know about it. Functionalism, don't know what it is. No idea what it is. Go from fucking individualistic to universalistic views or something like that within education. I know nothing. New right, at least I know something like that much again about like Marxism, functionalism. New right, I could not tell you who they are. Not a Scooby. Honest to God, someone who's never done. I know as much. I've been doing the subject for 2 years, remember. Or if you've never done sociology, I know as much about the new right as you do. Nothing. Unless I know nothing about the new right. New right is used to various. Right, well, let's search up sociology. Yeah. New right, I've no idea what it is. Free market, social consumer. Whenever there's an individual responsibility. I mean, what is it? Honest to God. Left and right realism again. What is that? I mean, I don't know. I was hoping this would only be like a minute or two, to be honest. We're nearly on 4 minutes, or 3.5 minutes, because it's just that much of a Mickey tick. Right realism is something to do with crime prevention, so that's not even on this paper, so forget that. Honest to God. Unless it is, I don't know. I don't know any theories. Well, I do. I know the names of them. Don't know what. I know the names of the important ones. No idea what they do. No idea what they do. Durkheim, Parsons, Sue Sharp. What's another one? There's loads of them. Just loads of them. To God, there's too many. Gilborn and Udall. I mean, again, I know the name. What the fuck do they do? No idea. Not a clue. Again, I've heard the names. I've got not a Scooby-Doo what Gilborn and Udall do. To God, what did they do? Pierre Bourdieu. I mean, again, cultural capital. Was that cultural capital? Some cunt, Bernstein, speech codes. Those are the only two things I know. Cultural capital, which I don't even know what that is. And what was the other one I just said? Language codes, restricted and elaborated code. Basically, working class use restricted code. Basically, they don't speak informal language. Like they say, fucking... Like, the disadvantage, basically, that's all I know about it. I'm just going on, just trying to remember everything I can remember about this subject, which is nothing. You've know. We've been going 5 minutes there. I know from... You know now that I know fuck all about this subject. And I'm going to fail this exam tomorrow. Which is a bit annoying. The highest I've ever got in subjects is a D. The highest I've ever got at A-levels is a C, which is in psych. Unless you count, I don't know what a merit is, the equivalent to. It's probably a C, I think. But it's just ridiculous. And then you've got research methods. This cannot go on for 10 minutes. And then you've got research methods, which is a bit of a Mickey tech. It's just, can you revise that? Does anyone revise that? I don't know. Look, it's just boring. The paper's 2 hours, but there's only like 5-6 questions because they're all long answer questions. I think there's I don't even know what the format is. I think it's a 4 marker, a 6 marker, then is it 10 then 20? No, sorry, I remember. It's 20 then 30, I think. And then there's a 10 mark. I don't know. I don't know what I'll just go in, open the paper. So you've got to revise the mark schemes, you've got to look at the structure of the papers, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. No, I'm not doing any of it. Just you got to know the structure. I don't even know the structure. I don't even do structure in the essays, which is probably why I've never got over 10. Sorry, I've got over 10. Never got over like 18 on a 30 marker. I don't even know the structure. I never link it back to the question, because how do you link it? Never understood that. Link it back to the question. What am I just going to add in? Oh, by the way, this is me linking it back to the question about Marxism. I don't know. This is how marketisation policies affect schools, by the way. This relates to that. How do you write it back to the question? And some of you be sitting here thinking, we'll just watch a video on it. You've been doing the subject for 2 years. How do you not know this? But I've got Scooby-Doo, how to link it back to the question. I need to say I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. But I haven't got a Scooby-Doo on how to link back to the question. Don't know any of the structure. I think it's like, is it Peel structure? It's the only structure I remember. Points, evidence, explain, link. But guess what? I don't have any evidence, because I don't know what any of the theories do. So we're screwed again. Honest to God, I'll do double the psych papers if it means not having to do one of these. Just to God, I'd rather do 6 psych papers than just make all of these psych papers. I'd rather do double the psych papers than have to do one of these. Sociology is wank. Get rid of it. I'm going to end it now, because if I don't, this will go on forever. Right. Here we go again then. So, sociology paper 1 done. Bit wank. Again, I'll do another one of these when I'm actually home, just walking there. Obviously. But yeah, globalisation. Why did I open paper? Question 1, globalisation. I'm having a laugh. I'm thinking, God, this is going to be the whole exam, isn't it? Honestly, well, not just globalisation. Obviously, I don't mean globalisation the whole exam. Obviously, that's not a thing. Question 2, I can't remember what that was about. Well, yeah, I can't. It was like 3 reasons why. No, I can't remember the question. It was a 6 marker, obviously, because it's 4 than 6 then. But I can't remember the question. It was shit anyway. The first 10 marker, I'm sort of like, I don't remember the individual questions. The 30, all I know is the 30 marker was terrible. I wrote like 3 paragraphs of that. After the first one, pretty much made it up. The 20 marker was a bit annoying. Honest to God, I was making it up for that again, research methods. What was the question? It was sort of like, why, what was it now? Sort of about structured interviews, that was it. Why are structured interviews, why do they use them basically? Why are they good, why are they shit, why are they good? Are they good, are they shit, why do they use them? Last question, might as well have skipped it. Well, just left it blank, it's the last question. Didn't know any of it, made it up. Honest to God. Glad to have education paper done. Get these shitty sociology ones out of the way. We've got psych on Wednesday, 2 days time. Am I going to do any revision? We're like a long way into this video by now. You know I'm not going to do any by this point. I've done 2 exams, I've done no revision for these. What I'm going to do on for the 3rd one I've got. No. And obviously, I don't know if I've told you yet, but I'm going to do this in 2 parts. First 3 exams is the first part, second 3 exams is the second part, yeah, I'm off. But, alright, I'm back now, obviously then. But yeah, it's just a pretty shit exam, to be honest. Overall, I mean, really, again, I've already went over pretty much everything, but just honest to God, terrible. I mean, we knew it was going to be, I knew it was going to be because it's sociology, I'm shit at the subject. Hate the subject, get rid of it, should have never picked it. But it was just garbage. Utter jargon, honest to God. You have the people saying that it's not that bad, but you're an A, like. One of them's on an A, like. Well, in the mocks anyway, so there you go. Then you got me out here on a D. So, which one of us is going to find it shit, you or me? Let me think. Anyway, seriously though, next exam. Okay. Gonna wrap it up here because this video is already getting too long. Well, I've not checked yet, but I assume it is. Anyway, I'm off ski. Honest to God, next exam Wednesday, psych paper 2. So, this is the day before psych paper 2. What revision am I doing for this one? Well, I assume we're about like at least 20 minutes into this video now, depending on, I don't know, it could be. But anyway, you know by now, you should know at least, if you've been watching this all the way through, which no one has, have they? But you should know by now that I'm not doing any. I'm not doing any revision, it's boring. It's a waste of time. I mean, maybe on results day, I'll be like, oh, should have done revision. But, at the end of the day, there's no point now. It's the day before. I was stressing out. Well, that's a lie. Total lie. Bullshit. I wasn't stressing out at all. But you know what I mean? I was sort of like, a bit worried about the first one. Got in there, realised it's just another mock, which I didn't realise. So, at the end of the day, I think I got it really well. This is. Let me drop the phone. This is what I think is the problem with these mock exams. Because you get tired of it. Like, they say they prepare you for like the actual ones and that, which they do obviously, because you can't, you know, you couldn't just be going in blind. But they should do 1 set of mocks a year. They don't. They do 2 sets of mocks a year. We don't need 2 sets of mocks a year. So think about this. Think about it this way. I've done 4 years worth of exam seasons. If you think about it really. I've done 4 years worth of examinations. Right. Like year 10, where we first started doing mocks. Obviously, you had 2 sets. Hold on a minute. Did we have 3 sets of mocks there? I swear, hold on a minute here. I swear we could have had. No, there's no way they would have managed to do 3 sets of mocks. Surely not. They might have done. You know, they actually might have done. I can't remember because it was like, 3 years ago. But they actually might have made us do 3 sets of mock exams. Which, if they did, that is such a Mickey tick. It is unbelievable. But going off the assumption that they only made us do 2 mock exams, sets of mocks, it's still too much. Because think about it, I've done 2 sets of mocks in year 10. I've done 2 sets of mocks in year 11. That's 4 sets of mocks plus the real GCSEs at the end of year 11. So that's 5 sets of examinations I've done. Year 12, I do 2 sets of mock exams. So the A levels, that's 7 sets of mocks I've done. And now I'm in year 13. I've done 2 sets of mocks, and now I've got the real A levels that are currently going on. That's 10 sets of examinations I've had to do throughout me fucking 4 years of doing them. Why am I doing this many? Should be 1 per year. 1 in year 10, 1 in year 11 plus the real ones. So that's 3. And then 1 in year 12, 1 in year 13 plus the real ones. Oh my god, I mean, why do we need so many sets of mocks? They don't do anything. The predicted grades, honest to God, I mean, they're pointless. To show the predicted grades, yeah, but fuck that, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter about the predicted grades, they don't mean anything. The predicted grades, honest to God, it's just for these people who wanting to get into uni and that. I don't want to get into university, I said this, I'm not going to university. So the predicted grades to me are pointless. Overall, just get rid of mocks, really. I mean, this has just turned into a discussion about mocks, not even the real exams at this point. But what I'm getting to here is, what the original point I was making is about these mock exams. I've got that used to doing mock exams, and I'm just sick of doing these exams every fucking, like, twice a year, 3 times a year this year. You just get sick of it. You're in there, like, you can't take it seriously. If you just threw me in there, if we just threw us into GCSEs without any mocks, I'd take it more seriously, because I'd be like, right, here we go. You know what I mean? We've paid, I've done like 5 years of school for this. I've never done an proper exam in the hall before. That would like thingy, you'd be like, God, you'd be nervous here. Sort of thing, you'd actually care about doing well in it, because this is your first ones in the actual hall and that. And then year 13, if I hadn't done 4 sets of fucking mocks before doing these real A levels, we'll be like, yeah, right, well, I've done 2 years worth for this. Couldn't no waste of the time, yeah. But since I'm constantly in that exam hall, it's like there's no, it's the real exams, but there's just no pressure. I mean, again, GCSEs compared to A levels, the GCSEs, you was under way more pressure, if you ask me, for GCSEs. People saying they didn't revise GCSEs and now they're starting, actually revising A levels because these are more important. They are more important if you won't go into university and all that, but I'm not, so it's pointless, don't know what I do. What I'm getting at here is, it's just pointless. The GCSEs, you were under more pressure as well, because there was you had 6 different teachers. One for maths, one for English language, one for English literature, one for science, one for history, one for RE. You know what I mean? You had all these and your option subjects, and Spanish, which we did Spanish. You had all these different teachers. It was harder as well because there was many different subjects. Because I know the exams are harder, but there's way more. I've only got 2 subjects to study for now, which I'm not even studying for. But the GCSEs, I had 8. I know the exams were easy, but I had 8 different things to revise, quote unquote revise. I didn't revise any. The only one revised in GCSEs were maths, which got a 5 in that. So I thought I was going to fail maths GCSE because I did higher. Didn't, obviously. Got a 5, but I mean, there's just, honest to God, there's just so much less pressure on these, and I think it's because the 6th form, they're still like, yeah, how did it go and that. They're not like, right, get revising now, you little shit. Honest to God, you haven't got Mr. Williams, which was our old head of Key Stage 4, which is like year 10, 11, I think, saying to you, right, you'll get what you deserve based on your effort across the last 2 years, or whatever he used to say. And it's like a finger. You haven't got Mr. Williams going, right, basically, you've wasted your time if you haven't, passed these. All these has led up to this. You haven't got anyone saying you that. The whole 6th form sort of thing is sort of annoying as well at this school. They're shutting it down after this year. This is the last year they're doing it. But anyway, literally, the 6th form is fucked because I don't get, right, I know it's not a college, but I don't get why in this sixth form, why can't they just leave us alone? And what I mean by this is, across the 2 years, they're sort of like, yeah, you're revising, you're doing work. You can't just sit here doing nothing. I mean, I did. Never got told it somehow. Because the thing is, I think I never got told it because I'm just sitting there quietly, so they're thinking, oh, he's doing work. I'm not. I've got headphones on, I'm watching YouTube. I've got a book out, I'm just drawing in it. I'm not doing any work. So, but you know, they never told me because I was thinking he's working. But what I don't get, why can't we do what we want to do? Why it's on us. Like I thought that was the whole point of sixth form and that. Like you don't bother us. If we don't revise and then we fail our exams because we didn't revise, it's on us. I thought that was the whole point of post-16 education. Oh yeah, you can do what you want. Well, not you can do what you want, but you know what I mean. You can do what you want now. You can like not turn up to lesson if you want to not turn up. But it turns out, I don't know what it's like across six forms across the country. And people were saying you should have went college then. But I didn't want to go college mainly because I have to take a bus. Hate buses, but we won't get into that. That's another video. But honest to God, I don't know what it's like six forms across the country. But the one I've went to, which is my old school, obviously I stayed in school, is just ridiculous with this thing. Why can't you just let us do what we want to do? If we fail, it's on us then, isn't it? Honest to God, should we actually go back to the A levels here, which I'm doing? Psych paper 2, I've got no clue what's on the paper yet again. I have no clue what to do. What's on the paper again? It's sort of like, at this point, it's sort of just whatever comes up, comes up. I don't know what's on the paper. And I'm not the only one either, because at least I knew it was on the first paper. This is a story. Paper 1, before, I'm not going to name names, before we went into paper 1, we were sitting in the canteen waiting to go in. And beforehand, someone asked, what's on the paper, what topics. So there you go. At least I knew what topics were on the paper before we went in. You know what I mean? Honest to God, he just learnt what was on the paper. I'm just trying to find here what is on paper 2. Memory. Well, memory can't be on paper 2. That's GCSE, that's why. I am going to wrap this up in a minute because we're approaching, well, it's already past 10 minutes. So paper 2, approaches biopsych. Again, it can't be psychopathology. That was in paper 1. So just ignore the psychopathology. Approaches biopsych and research methods. You know, just can't be bothered for research methods. I can't be bothered for it. It's boring. Paper 1 as well. I don't know if I mentioned this, but there was a chi-squared research method, statistical test question. I knew when we was learning it, I wouldn't remember what it is. I wouldn't know how to do it in the exam. And guess what? I didn't. I had no clue what the question was asking. I was like, yeah, just forget it. Well, I don't know what I wrote. I wrote something, but I know it's wrong. I mean, again, the thing is with these GCSEs as well, these A-level papers, the thing that annoyed me on the results day is you don't get to see the papers. Well, you know, and you're probably thinking, well, thanks, Captain Obvious. But I thought, for some reason, right, that it was going to be like, you got your papers back, which I don't know how that would work exactly. But like, I thought, what's the point? I want to see the individual questions that I got right and wrong. I thought, I mean, again, looking back, it's ridiculous, right? Why are they going to do that for all the papers across 180 people, across millions of people around, the fucking England? Like hundreds of schools, thousands of schools across England. Of course, yeah, they're not going to do that either. But I thought there was. No, nice to go. Jesus Christ. I mean, anyway, this is getting too long now. I'm going to wrap this up. This video itself, this is the penultimate clip in this video that I'm recording. There's just a hair in my mouth. So, once the next clip is over, this will be the end of the video. The next clip will be after the GCSEs. The A level is over. Oh, the next psych exam, not all of them. Yeah, this is the halfway mark. Honest to God, I have got to work out how long this video is so far. Probably ages, probably like 50 minutes by the end of this, honest to God. Because this one's like 12 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up or I'll keep going. Fuck this. Right, so it's now 9 o'clock. The day before the exam, the psych exam, paper 2, yeah. Psych exam. You're probably thinking, wouldn't you just say that the last part of the video, it was, going to be after the exam. Well, it is, but this is the penultimate one of this. I said that just for the last part, but this actually is. I was saying this. I mean, is there any point in pretending that I care about these exams at all? At this point, is there any point? Yeah, we're like 35 minutes into this. I checked. We're like 34, 35 minutes into this. There's no point in pretending that I give about these exams, is there? I really couldn't care less about these exams. Which is, a bit of a thing. But I'm just getting sick of it now. We're only on the third exam. I've only done 2. But this is a halfway point. Once I've done this exam, we're at the halfway point. Which, it might sound good enough, but it's just depressing. Because think about it really, when you get to the halfway point, sort of like positive, we're nearly halfway done. But think about it really, it's just like starting over again until you get to the point where you are now again. So that's like, have a laugh here. Go on doing all this shit again. But yeah, honestly God, and there's people probably doing A levels. I only do 2 subjects because I don't finish the health and social right. There's people probably sitting there which have 9 exams thinking, you're playing that. I've got to do 3 more than you. I don't really care what you got to do. I'm me. And I've only got done 2 out of my 6 exams. Just get these over with already. Depressing. So good. And these there better not be any people doing GCSEs that are watching this thinking, I've got to do like 15 exams. You fucking bastard, you're doing GCSEs. Yeah, what? Do you think I've not had to do 15 exams now? I did it 2 years ago, mate. Yeah, what do you think I've done? Just skipped over GCSEs, went straight to A levels. But here's the thing about this, there'll always be someone thinking, oh, you're only doing A levels. Yeah, I'm saying to the GCSE idiot, you're only doing GCSEs, you're talking about. But there's someone in university going, you're doing A levels, it gets harder. And then there's someone, that's a first year university, there's like a third year university student going, it gets harder. And, there's like a final year university student going, it's harder than that, trust me, it gets harder, it doesn't get any easier. And then, there's a doctorate going, or, whoever studying to be a doctor going, you've got it easy, you have, compared to this. But when does it end? Like, when is it going to end? Like, it just keeps going and going and going. What is the point? Doctors. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm 18 now. See, you've got to get like A star, I assume, in every subject if you want to become a doctor. Then you've got to go to uni. I think it's at least like 4 years. But then you're not even done after uni, are you? I'd say you've got at least 8 years. And then you've got to actually trying to get your PhD and your doctorate, I think it is. Which I'm just going to say it's another 5 years. I'm just assuming you're making numbers up. That's like 13 more years past what we're doing now. So you'd be 30. I'd be 31. What is the point? I'm halfway, not halfway, but you know what I mean? I'm like a third of me way through my life here. I've been studying for 13 years to get this. To do what? To become a doctor. To tell people that, by the way, you got this, you got that. What's the point? It's like a waste of time. But when does it end? It's just stupidity. So God, it just never stop with it. Just never stop. I mean, apparently, remember, doctors are idiots. I haven't said that, but it's people thinking doctors are idiots. What is that about? Honestly, God, but you study so long, just so pretty much nothing. Sure, I mean, you're getting all this high pay and stuff. What is the point? What is the point? So you can relax by the time you're like 50 and that. They say, oh, work hard, it'll be over soon. This is the worst part. It's not, though, is it? Think about it really again. You go back to that, song. I don't know who it's by. I can't remember. Beach Boys. Wouldn't it be nice? It goes, wouldn't it be nice if we were older? No, it fucking wouldn't. I do like that song, but I hate that lyric. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Because every time, even when I was younger, I was thinking, no, it fucking wouldn't. What is nice about getting older? Because you can do stuff by yourself. Why do I want to do that? Why do I want to do stuff by myself? All you can do is drink and go to clubs and that and drive. I don't want to do any of them. Don't want to drink, don't want to drive, don't want to go to clubs. Boring. So, straight away, what is the point in getting older? Do stuff for yourself. What would I want to do stuff myself for? For the whole of my life so far, I've not had to work, I've not had to pay tax. Getting older. Oh yeah, but, but let me get older and pay tax. No. No. Why would I want to get older and do that? Surely it's a fuck if you look. It's better being a kid. I mean, surely everyone's got to admit this. There's no way, you'd actually say it's better being an adult. Because you can do everything. It's boring. My God. It's because you need money to do anything. With that, you need to work. I don't want to work. I want to work. I want to sit here on my arse. If I was a kid, right now, get around working. But soon enough, I'm going to work. So I'm thinking, why would I want to get older and work? If I was like, take 10 years off me, I'm 8 now. Just sitting here relaxing. God, I'm in year 4. Oh no, the struggles. Jesus, oh, I'm in year 4, my little bastard, cunt, kid. Doing nothing, relaxing. Oh, I add 20 years on, job. Fucking struggling to find a job here, unemployed. Fucking struggling to pay me bills. Yeah, but this is great, Beach Boys. Thanks for that, cunts. Alright, so I know I've said this about every single part of this video so far, but this is going to be a pretty short one. Not just, I've been out of it an hour now. But out of the Psych Paper 2 exam, terrible. Wank. Honest to God, absolutely shit. Research methods is terrible. Hate research methods so much. Again, I mean, that's a statistical testing thing. I didn't it, honest to God. The second, I said this for Paper 1 about that chi-squared thing, didn't I? But, the second we started, actually learning it, I knew I wasn't I knew I had no clue it was. Just forget it. Honest to God, I hate statistical testing. The whole of research methods can fuck off, but I'll never have to do it again now, so that's good. Sigmund Freud is a cunt. That 16 marker was wank. You can just fuck off, really. Sigmund Freud, you're a ballend. I mean, honest to God. Psychodynamic approach, all I was doing was repeating myself. I mean, superego is the morality principle. That's all I could remember. Obviously, ID, ego, superego. Couldn't remember anything else about it. Psychosexual stages. All I remembered about it is that it exists. All right, basically, they want to kill the dad and they're in love with the mom. That's all I could remember. Obviously, people are laughing at me, going, "What are you talking about?" Honest to God. But yeah, just a very boring paper. Dragged a lot. There was no one else in there. It was just us. It was just the A-level people doing this A-level psych exam. There's no other exam going on in there, which was a bit annoying. Because that means the poncing about, the examiners are all poncing about. Surely we need a maximum of 2 examiners when there's only 10 of us in this psych class doing this exam. I mean, surely we need about 2 invigilators. One at the front, one at the back. Honest to God, what? Yeah, we're year 13. No one's going to cheat, are they? Oh, God. I mean... But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because this video's already going up too long. So yeah, this is, the halfway point now. I mean, the exam was went by terrible. That fucking last question, right, of bloody... Basically come up with a study to do with something. It was just wank, honest to God. Paper 3 is going to be worse. Paper 2, Sociology is my next exam, which is on June 4th, I believe. So I've got a pretty long break, considering it's only May 21st now. What's that, nearly 2 weeks till the next one. So it looks like I'm just relaxing, having me 2 weeks off and getting back to revising, quote unquote. Like you sitting here doing nothing for 2 weeks. That's good, isn't it? But yeah, this is the halfway point now. 3 more to go. I'm already sick of this. I used to complain about the hour and a half exams in, honest to God, in GCSEs. You're having a laugh, ain't you? I used to complain about the hour Spanish exam. You're having a laugh. When every exam's 2 hours, you'd fucking pay someone for one of them. Have one of them exams, honest to God. Oh, and apparently the English exam that's going on today as well, I think it's 2.5, 3 hours or something. You having a laugh? No way! Fuck off! I was thinking about picking English as well, because I thought, I was pretty good at English in GCSE. Which obviously, yeah. Turns out, it's nothing like GCSE. Honest to God. Absolutely despise it. Well, I don't take the subject, but I absolutely hate A levels. Absolutely hate A levels. We said it in the last part, didn't we? People just going on about like you only doing A levels. I'm in university. You're only in university. I'm doing a doctorate or PhD, whatever. But just forget it. That's part one of two done. Honest to God. Part two is probably not going to be as long because pretty much everything has been said in part one. I mean, all what's going to happen in part two is the same thing, which I'm just going to be saying before every exam. Yeah, I'm not revising after the exam, it was shit. Anyway, we get on with it, we move, fuck off, see part two come in about a month's time because my last exam is June 13th, so yeah, part two will be out, well, probably like June 13th or 14th, so yeah, fuck off.